On Utah's Capitol Hill, lawmakers may consider a proposed constitutional amendment that would override a very controversial ruling by the Utah Supreme Court.
It deals with sex abuse victims. Fox 13's Ben Winslow has more.
The court's ruling blocked some sex abuse victims from bringing lawsuits against their abusers, but the legislature may take the issue to voters.
Totally inappropriate sexual misconduct.
Terry Mitchell sued now retired Judge Richard Roberts, accusing him of sexually abusing her back in the 1980s when she was a teenage witness in the trial of serial killer Joseph Paul Franklin. She was taking advantage of a law passed by the state legislature that allows sex abuse victims to bypass a statute of limitations and sue their abusers in civil court.
Terry has been the victim of betrayals throughout this situation.
The case went to the Utah Supreme Court, who ruled the law cannot be applied retroactively.
I think it's one of the worst decisions possible.
Now the legislature may overrule the court with a proposed constitutional amendment.
This time I think the judicial branch got it wrong.
Representative Angela Romero says the original law passed the legislature with bipartisan support. She says it can take years for sex abuse survivors to come forward to seek justice.
This is a way of holding individuals accountable and providing justice for these survivors who may not have been comfortable talking about this when they were a child, but want to make sure this person doesn't do it again.
Advocates for sex abuse survivors, including Mitchell herself, have supported a proposed constitutional amendment.
No one has ever been held accountable.
But even if voters approve a constitutional amendment, there's one person it won't apply to: Terry Mitchell herself. That's because after the Utah Supreme Court's ruling, a federal judge dismissed her case with prejudice, meaning it can't be filed ever again.
She will be the only victim of child sex abuse not able to pursue her claims against her perpetrator. It is a total outrage. It is the very definition of injustice.
Now, if the bill passes the legislature next year, it would be brought before you, the voter, in the 2022 election. On the Hill, Ben Winslow, Fox 13 News, Utah.